right. Hi, Kari. I
Hi,
started
Sissy
recording.
Pants.
We were just talking. Do you feel awkward right now? I feel like you're a little.
No, I don't feel awkward, but I haven't done a night show in a long time.
Oh, okay.
So, I
It
mean,
is
which
late
I
here.
really, yeah, it's 8:30 over here, and we usually do it, at Josh o'clock, which is several hours earlier, but I messed up my days. I didn't even explain that to you. So I'm sorry, and thank you for accommodating my mistake. You're
Oh,
a
no, no,
nice
no.
girl.
It's not a mistake at all. I would just was chilling out all day, so it's not like you inconvenienced
Okay.
me in any way. Anyway, so even if you did, I wouldn't be pissed off. I'd be like, whatever.
I know, you're so easy like that. All right, so what are we doing?
Today, we're going to talk to Gwyneth, or the teacher, as people know her as sometimes. And she's saying hi to everybody. And she's like got all like, I don't know, super smiley and shy kind of when I call her the teacher, and people
Oh.
know her as that. She's famous with humans. Um, but everyone does love and adore her, and people are
We
wanting to
do.
say hi to you. And she says, "Oh, hi." She doesn't know how to say it. Anyway, so I'm going to trance her, and today we're going to talk about um, a Sarsahr marriage and how their ceremonies are
Okay.
like, and from the perspective of a Sarsahr woman, because we've been talking to nothing but guys about it. So
Yeah. This is going to be fun. This is going to be like girly talk, I feel like.
it will be. So just let me relax. I don't know why my energy's all. I think maybe because she's excited, so I'm feeling it. So I'm all like real antsy. My
Mhm.
palms are sweating. Yeah, step back for me for a second. Okay. Well, I should just put my hair up then, huh? No?
Your hair looks so beautiful.
Oh,
You're
by the
so
way, I have
beautiful.
my makeup on from last night still. Did you notice? I
Yes, I
didn't I
did.
didn't I didn't clean my face yet
No,
cuz
I just respackle. You're beautiful.
I
I'm in
know.
love with you.
Aw. I love you too. Okay, ready? Now I'm all just giggly.
That's okay. She'll fit right in.
That's what she said. Shit, stop laughing. Yes. She is shaky. Hi.
Hi, Granny. How you doing, girlfriend?
I'm doing really great. I have some news. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, this just didn't take long at all. Lay it on us. What are you going to tell us?
So lately, for those
Yes.
that don't know, I've been talking with a Sarsar man, and just like Heather predicted, so proud of her, is that he would be a transfer from another planet, and he would
Yeah.
be our warrior, a type of warrior or guard, a soldier. I don't know what would be a good word in English for that. And so we're going to get married. And
You are!
he
Yay!
asked me
Congratulations!
he asked me last night, and I came to tell Heather, but she was so in the zone with her music, and I didn't want to bother
Right?
her.
Oh, because you were hanging out the other night and it was still on, weren't sure if it was going to happen or not. So tell me about the proposal. What happened?
Well, it's not like your proposals where you get down on one knee
Okay.
and you produce a ring. It's more of a conversation.
Okay.
And he took me off to the side, so I was with my girls, my friends, and he came to approach me, and we all knew what was on his mind. And so we were all just giggling, having a fun time about it. And he asked if he could talk to me privately. And I had my daughter with me, and she knew what was going to happen. And so my girls watched my baby
Uh-huh.
girl when I left with him, and he took me outside because it's starting to warm up for us. And he asked me underneath this tree, and he was telling me how much I meant to him. And I was just waiting for the moment where he would say, "But I don't want to be with you." But he never got there. He just said he wanted to be with me. spend the rest of his life with
Oh.
me.
So why were you nervous about him saying anything but that? Was that just because it's a nervous moment?
It was a very nervous moment. I was
Okay.
worried he was going to break up with me because it's either that or a proposal. So it's a very nerve-wracking experience.
So, and everybody knows. Is that because you guys are just connected in that way? That's so sweet. Is that embarrassing or is it part of the charm or what?
He could keep some secrets, but
Okay.
I knew.
That's so cute. So then what happened?
Well, after that, we just left. He had to go to work, and I had to take care of my daughter. And we don't do much planning
Okay.
for the actual wedding. It's more about being around the family, and it's a private event, so no friends come. It's strictly family. And I'll dress up in a bride's dress, but it's our version of a bride's dress, which is very plain looking. I'm hoping maybe I could get more of a fashionable one.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so. So, you guys move so much faster than humans do when it comes to that thing, because you guys know. So, I mean, it could take us
Oh, I didn't know
a
for the
year and a
longest time.
half.
I didn't know for the longest time. I was unsure if he would be a good fit for me and my daughter, because I have her to think about now. It's a little more complicated. And a lot of people don't agree about our union because they think that you can't love more than one soul in that way. They think after your partner passes on, you will stay a widow forever or you die. And I believe that you can love more than one soul, and I should be evidence of that.
Yes, I was just thinking you are a game changer. You're showing people that, it's okay to be unconventional. Life's what you make it. So make it work for you.
And it's not the first time a widow has married, but it is very, very rare.
Is it a little scandalous, or are people rooting you on, or are you getting both?
Not very scandalous, because it's not something that's viewed as
Not
bad.
negative. Yeah.
It's just people don't believe the authenticity of the union. They think it's less than the original.
Oh, and how does that make you feel? Are you bothered by that feeling, or you're just
I've come to terms with it, and so has he. I was worried he would be bothered by it. That's why it would be so hard for me to find a partner, because one could be disturbed by the fact that I had a husband previously, and they would feel they have to compete. But he doesn't feel that way. He's very secure within himself.
Oh, awesome! And tell me about the dynamic between him and your baby girl. How's that going?
He adores her and treats her as his own, and that's all. That's more than I could ask for. She accepts him, and that was very important to me. Was that she would be okay with him?
That does matter. And am I being too forward when I ask if there are siblings in her future?
I hope so.
You want some more babies?
I want children. I want more. I want to try for at least 2 more. Although the chances of that happening are very low, I still want to go for it.
Yeah. I mean, practice makes perfect. Keep trying. All right, let me change that then. Can you tell me what your wedding will look like? Like, describe what it could possibly be, traditions and, I don't know, decorations. I don't know.
There are no decorations involved.
Okay, good. It's a lot of work.
There is a dinner that is held prior to the ceremony.
Okay.
And that's the part with the family. You come in dressed in your wedding attire. And for us, it's a plain silk dress. That's the closest fabric I can find it to, but it's not exactly silk. It's from another planet. And we make our own veils. We do use veils, and they're made out of plants. And we make them ourselves. That's part of the tradition. That the close females of the family, they help you to make that.
Is it out of earth plants, or?
In our case, yes, it will have to be earth plants.
Okay. Oh, I'm curious. Do you know the words to tell me which kinds of plants, or is that hard to translate?
No, we use some of the desert flowers. And it's perfect that we're getting married during the spring because there's a lot of flowers right now.
Yes, I hear it's especially flowery out there. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow, how beautiful. Mm.
Especially because we live up in the mountains, so we have much more variety than down in the desert.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And so
How
we use
nice.
those.
All right, and then your ceremony.
Well, after the dinner, it's with both sides of the family, and they come together to, and that part of the wedding is very, what's that word? Symbolic?
Okay.
And that it's about two families becoming one. And so we share a meal, which isn't very often that we do that. We don't typically share meals. It's not something, we're not like humans where we invite you over for dinner.
Right.
You
Every
eat
Sunday.
but for us to share that meal, it's the only time we ever share a meal with somebody is during
Wow.
a wedding ceremony. And afterwards, the couple is taken privately. This is only between the couple and your word for it would be an elder?
Okay, I know what you mean, like an officator or a minister or
Right.
person that has authority to marry you.
Your shaman, a shaman. I know
There you go.
You're using that term, shaman.
That will work.
Her hair. And during that ceremony, everything's symbolic, but we take it literally. And we incorporate both the flesh and the energy of each other. So during the ceremony, what happens is the shaman will have pure water that you are supposed to cleanse your hands in, and it's supposed to cleanse you of your past, and you're to let go of it because you're creating a new future.
Oh, okay.
So once you cleanse yourself, it's just the hands with the water.
Uh-huh.
After that, you face your partner and you make eye contact. So that is the way of the souls connecting, is through the eyes. You believe that as well. I know humans say the eyes are the window to the soul. We agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
After that, he pricks the finger of the partner, and that's the scary part. They draw blood, and then you're supposed to attach your two index fingers together, and that's the flesh becoming one.
Okay.
And you're mixing your blood together, and we believe that it is literally transforming you physically. You're taking in part of your partner into your body by transferring that blood.
Did you know that humans do that too? It's a thing that children do, and two children will prick their fingers and become blood sisters. But then we had to stop doing that because of all the blood diseases humans have. But that's something that we did too.
That's a very serious thing.
I
Children
know.
should not be doing this.
I know. But
I understand that for you it means something else, but for us this is a bonding of romantic partners, not a friendship.
I know. Isn't that interesting though, that it's a similar ritual, but in different contexts. It's like super duper for you. And it was, I don't mean to make yours like any less significant. I really don't. I just think it's very interesting that two cultures have done the same thing.
Have you ever done this? Are you and Heather blood sisters?
I am not, because it's a children thing. Adults don't really do that sort of thing. But
Because this would explain so much. If you were.
I'll see what she says later on. But keep going. I'm sorry I derailed you. So after you do that part,
I find that very interesting. I enjoyed that information.
Okay, good. I don't want to have bad manners and cut you off, but it was a little bit relevant. Okay.
It's fine. So after that, we are continuing holding hands like this.
Okay.
Like a gun. And then we press our foreheads together.
Aww.
During this time, the shaman goes around with a type of gold ring of light. And this is, and the way the light works, it stays in the air, even though it's not, it's more than just a light. That's the best way I can explain it. It's almost like a smoke, like a gold colored smoke. It's very bright, and it forms a ring around the couple. And this is to represent the protection of this couple staying united.
Okay.
and whole as one. And it's your own, it's like you're creating your own energy. It's
Oh,
now you two formed this whole new unique energy within each other, within
oh, that's
this ring.
beautiful.
And what's the ring? It takes a minute for this smoky light ring to go away, and once it does, that means your energies and your physical selves are now permanently bound together. And the ceremony is now complete, and so then you both wash each other your hands in the same bowl. At first, it was I forgot to say this: the bowls when you're first washing your hands
Uh-huh.
before the whole beginning of the pricking the blood and all of that you're in separate bowls. You're cleansing yourself separately.
Okay.
And then at the end, you cleanse your hands together in the same bowl because you're now
Oh,
one.
that's sweet. That's a very nice ceremony. Then what?
And then
I
that's
want
that.
more.
That's that.
And then, all right. And then you like,
you exchange
no.
gifts afterward. Between the couples would have made each other something, and you exchange a gift. And that's you giving, and it has to be something from the heart. That's why you have to make it, because you're giving them a piece
Okay.
of your heart
That's
that they will hold.
beautiful. So I don't want you to give your secrets away yet because you didn't have your day yet. But what's an example of a gift that a Sarsahr will make for a Sarsahr?
I already have my idea.
You can tell me if you want, but I don't want you to,
And I want to incorporate flowers into mine because I always love the flowers, and there are a lot of butterflies, and I don't want to kill any. But if I do find, sometimes I'll find wings, broken wings.
Uh-huh.
I will take those and attach them to a box. It's just to the box is supposed to be where to hold it. I would just glue the flowers to it. If I can, I will try to draw a butterfly on it because the butterfly, that's my daughter's name, Playful Butterfly.
Oh, beautiful.
That's her human name. And so she's part of my heart. So I'm giving him a piece of that. And the flowers, I already have them picked out. They're pink, and we're going to dehydrate them
Uh-huh.
so
That's
that
right.
they can stay preserved.
Mm-hmm.
And pink is my favorite color.
Me
And
too.
I also love flowers. These specific kind of flowers, they bloom right when I was growing up. I saw them bloom right when the sun was rising. And I like to think of myself as someone who takes on new experiences, who bloom brightly when the sun is out, when there's good times, and can go through the harshness of the world, which I have gone through, and still bloom when the day is bright and not be troubled by my past. So
You look what you did to me. You made my heart explode. That's so sweet. And I really identify with that too. Because I feel like I'm really shiny too, and I've weathered some pretty big storms. No wonder we're friends. Oh, that was so sweet. And I was especially touched by how you want to give him a piece of your heart by sharing your daughter with him. That's so sweet.
She is my heart. She's my everything. And now he's going to be part of her life, and will be her father.
Wow. I want to know about him. Is he pretty?
He's very handsome. He's very tall. And he is such a true warrior at heart. He's very prideful about his position, and he loves to help his people. I find that very admirable. He has been through some confrontations with other species. Not that we don't go to war physically so much anymore. That's not really, it's very rare nowadays. And usually we solve things diplomatically. But he has been in confrontations before where he's had to make life or death decisions. And I find that even more,
it's kind of sexy. He's so brave and yeah. He said it for you. Look how cute. Well, so is he stationed now in Nevada with you, or
that's how I met him?
Where did he come before? I mean,
he came from a planet that was it's about 50 light years away. I want to say it's towards the direction of your North Star.
Okay, I don't even know. I asked because 50 light years doesn't mean anything to me. But why did he come here, though? What was his reason for leaving?
He didn't want to leave.
Just
He just got transferred. He
okay.
was open to it. It's not that sometimes you get
Okay.
just asked to transfer. And since he didn't
Okay.
have anything holding him back at his where he lived, he went.
Now, I know that you're here and you're a big draw for him, but does he have a comparison? What does he think about this place compared to his other place? What does he think of Earth?
He likes it.
Yeah.
He says the sun's too bright for him. So he's been avoiding going outside, but I love being outside, so I'm trying to get him used to it. I'm thinking about getting him a little umbrella. I saw something very funny.
Uh-oh.
An umbrella hat.
I knew you were going to say that. That is an image. Sarsahr with the umbrella hat. I love it.
And he won't wear it, but I could get that to him as a joke.
Yes. Oh, I would love to get that for him. If you do sign my name on the card. It's so funny. Oh, that's funny.
He says the plants are much brighter here. There's much more life to them. The other planet wasn't. I haven't been there, but what he told me was that it's not that the plants are dying. It's just the coloring over there is much grayer. That's
Is
probably
it kind
due
of
to the
fun,
sun.
like showing him around to a new place?
Yes.
Is it kind of fun?
Yes, I'll show him rocks. I'll show him the bugs, and I'll show him the animals. He doesn't like the animals. It makes him very uncomfortable because we're not used to animals. There's
Right.
no one we have made contact with that live among their animals.
God, I bet that is weird, huh? What does
Yeah.
your daughter think? What does Butterfly think about animals? Because she's been around for a while, around here. Or is it still just foreign because you guys don't have them?
She enjoys them. She likes to chase the bunny rabbits around.
You have a lot of rabbits around there. They're all over the place.
And they're so friendly. They'll just run away from you. They don't get confrontational. So we enjoy watching them hop around. They mostly run. They're very big. They could get huge.
They do, and I have seen some big bunnies around there. That is the truth. All right, so what's your favorite thing to do with him out in the desert? What's his name? Does he have a name I could say or no? Uh-oh.
Didn't we decide on a name?
Yes!
Was it like
Neo!
I thought I was going to say Zayon or
It was Neo.
Neon.
Neon. That's right. Because I wasn't sure if she was saying Neil or Neo because Heather's got she's so simple in her names, it makes it funny. But no, Neo. Did he like his name? Was he down with it?
I haven't told him yet. I forgot. I'm sure he'll enjoy it. I mean, he's looking forward to coming on here. I've told him about Stardust. So.
Oh, I was just going to ask you if he's going to come out to the house and check things out next month.
Wait.
What do you need?
The camera was misplaced.
Uh-oh. You're okay. It did wiggle, but you didn't mess anything up. Everything's just fine.
Okay, I did something. I moved too much.
The same way. Okay, so is he want to come see what Stardust is about the event? The event. The sleepover.
Well, I'm trying to convince him, but he seems a little shy around humans. He hasn't made much contact with humans.
Oh, that would be strange, huh? So what is his perception of us? Is he just trusting you but not ready to deal with it yet, or are we scary?
A little scary to him.
Uh-huh.
For any new transfer, the natives are always it's uncomfortable until you get to know them. So he's going through a debriefing process where he's told about the humans, he's told about how they live and their culture, what we know, and their language, so that he becomes better acquainted. At first, we tell them this without any pictures so that they don't become too far, and then we begin to show them pictures of them, and then after that you can watch videos of them.
Wow.
And that's a slow process to get them, and it takes a while. It takes months.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I had a video of Avery.
And sometimes we watch Stardust videos about humans.
It's trippy. So he's watched Heather and me talk. He's gonna
No,
watch.
not yet. Not yet. He hasn't
He's
gotten there
gonna
yet.
he's gonna watch you through her. What's that going to be like for him?
I don't know if he'll believe it.
Why not? Because you guys
I don't
just go
think
through
he
that
knows
phase
about
usually?
this kind of skill that humans are able to do. Right now, what he thinks is that we're just completely opposite, and that we don't, a lot of humans do not have the understandings of the universe like we do, or what you call them gifts, we just call them, those are just natural abilities. You wouldn't
Right.
call your instincts gifts.
Right.
It's just how you are. And
Huh.
he thinks humans are not that way. He thinks that just, I hate to say it, but dumb humans, less evolved. Although I don't think that.
No, I don't feel bad. He's still learning, and there are reasons for him to think that way. So I understand. That's okay. He's with you, and he'll learn that we're trying to grow and evolve.
And I've told him about Charles, and although he found it a little odd, he accepted it.
What did you say? Will you share, or you don't want to?
I'd rather not. He accepted my past.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So can I ask? I know it's so hard. It's hard for me. It's all mathy, but like age-wise, are you guys similar in age?
Yes, he's only a few years older than me.
And does that matter to Sarsahr? Do you guys
No.
kind of try to stay close, or not really?
No.
Okay.
Age has nothing to do with it. My first husband, was much older than me. He was an older man. He was around 400 years old, and I was a very young teenager, maybe 120 years old.
God, that sounds so funny. It's 400. I was 120. Oh, that's so strange. So I want you to share with me things that I'm not thinking to ask. Do you have things that you wanted to share?
No. I don't know what else to say.
I don't either. I have a question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if you were able to tell that I was ready to come
Yes.
start the video. Tell me what happened with that, because you were right there.
I wasn't there for long. I just knew your thought process. I went there to see you get dressed, get ready. And then when you're thinking in your head, okay, I need to let Heather know that I'm ready. I'm about to go on to the computer. That's when I left to her and to see if she was ready.
Oh, so were you just kind of like peeking in and saying, is she ready yet? Was it
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that you could. Well, I guess I do know that you could, but I didn't know that you did. I'm glad you came and peeked on me. That's neat. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know if I'm going to talk to you again in the next few weeks, because that sleepover is going to happen in just a couple minutes.
I'm so excited. We always get so excited for them. And it's because people want to make contact with us, and these people are people we can trust, because they trust to come close enough. Not that you can see us. We don't think you're quite ready for that mentally. Mm-hmm. Although we would be ready for it. We still are taking our due diligence to be careful and mindful about how gentle the human consciousness is.
Yeah. But we're getting closer too, though. I don't think it's going to be too much longer. We're going to, I'm just speculating. I'm just wishful thinking, but it's going to happen. I'm going to see you guys.
I will be there for sure.
I know.
And I want to bring my daughter this time. She's getting older, and I think she can handle it. But she'll be with me the whole time.
Please bring her. That'd be so neat.
And I think I would hope that Neo.
Yes, Neon. I like Neon.
I hope he'll be able to see you from afar. It may be too much for him at first.
Aw.
But I'm hoping.
Come to the next one then.
Okay. When will be the next one?
Well,
in the desert?
I don't know. Heather and I are spinning our gears. We're not sure what we're going to do yet. We have a few ideas.
Okay.
But you always have to come. You have an open invitation.
Thank
We
you.
love you. Okay, well, I think we're done for right now.
Okay.
Are we? Are you done?
Well, I wanted to talk about the marriage, not just
Then
Sam and
do it. Do it. Go. Okay, go.
our marriages are really. I like to hear about Sam, and he and I are very good friends. I like to hear about how his marriage is going because I like to compare it to a Sarsahr marriage. And our marriages are really no different. I don't know if it's because it's a Sarsahr with a human, but according to Sam, he said that he's been told by Heather that it is very similar. We sometimes get into fights. You can fight with your couple, and there are moments in time where you outgrow your partner. And for most humans, that's when they divorce each other, and it ends in a nasty breakup. For us, there is no breaking up. You're just in that moment where you're different people, and you're not growing together. That's all it is. You're no longer growing together. But to break that bond is catastrophic to us. It would literally kill us to break that bond. You're now infused as one. You can't, to rip yourself apart it'll kill us. It can kill you. And that's why it's never happened. A divorce is not something that exists for us. So even when there are moments in a marriage, and this always happens to every couple, they work through it together. They learn to fall in love again with that new person. And I think that's the exciting part. People change and you get to fall in love all over again.
Oh, that is sweet. That would be nice if it were like that. I guess I can get the best of both worlds. And I gotta say that I gotta give Sam and Avery and the others that chose this kind of interspecies relationship. That was so brave of them. For reals. I mean, to not even, know for sure that we're going to come back later on. I mean, you know it, but still there's that element of wonder if.
There always is that what if. Even if a shaman tells you, which, a shaman has told Sam, he still is doubtful. Because Heather is doubtful. And so that makes him think maybe it may not happen. I think it will.
Oh, I'm 100% convinced. This is all real to me. It just is. So I'll be seeing you one day as the blue girl.
I want to tell you something. So I've always been curious about kissing.
Yes.
I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I've already
Yes, you are.
But I already married, so I figured, why not? And he was on board with it. We're very strict about not touching before the wedding. We're not highly physical people, but I kissed him. I wanted to try it.
Did you?
It wasn't something I enjoyed, really. I don't know why humans do it. I thought it was so odd, and he just stood there but didn't move his lips at all, and I didn't know how you do it. I'm like, I know you open them a little bit, right? Right?
Yes.
Like this?
You can't describe it. I remember when I was a teenager, I would practice on the shower wall. Don't tell anybody I said that. I would practice.
Okay, so should I practice on a wall? Should I? On the wall?
No, it wasn't the real thing. Don't waste your time. But I thought we'd be like a vacuum, like suctioned to each other. It's just wet and slobbery. You don't even have slobber, do you?
No, not as much. I just think I'd enjoy it because I didn't know what I was doing. Neither did he, so nobody...
Keep practicing. Kissing's really fun. I mean, that's kind of gross. You're like licking each other. But it's fun. I like kissing boys.
I don't want to lick him.
You just want the kiss.
I just wanted to try it. No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm a little embarrassed about it.
I just confessed that I made out with my shower wall, so come on.
Well, I tried to kiss him, and again, he was like stone. And I just, kissed him, and then he gave me a strange look and said, "That's how humans show affection." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Odd."
You are a true pioneer, girl. I love you for that.
And I went to Sam to tell him, and he was very embarrassed. You don't really talk about this, but it was strictly a question about how you do this. And he wouldn't answer me. He just blushed and said, "Let's not talk about this. It's inappropriate."
Go ask Avery.
I don't know him as well. I can't just say, I don't talk to him ever, and I can't just come in, hi, tell me about kissing.
Kissing. You're so silly. Oh, this was fun. What else? Got any more secrets in there?
No. Let's see. More about our marriages, though, is that, what's something else I can add? I just really want to point out the similarities. You can get in fights, and they won't be yelling at each other because you love your partner. You don't want to raise your voice at them. But the fights are usually very quiet. They're usually very almost as if you don't talk to each other. And then when you do talk, it's a very serious, very low-toned conversation. And for us, our language is about pitches and the different frequencies. So when something's very low, it's very serious and it's anger.
Okay.
Whereas for you get louder. For us, we get lower. And we try not to fight in front of the children because it distresses them. We want it to make it so they have no idea what's going on in a marriage. And we do prepare our children for marriage. We teach them what it's like to be married when they get to a proper age. And we teach them about what love is and what is healthy and what it takes to make a marriage work. So everyone's on the same understanding of what a marriage is, and there's a give and take. And sometimes the partner you marry has different needs and wants, and so the marriage may flow differently than your parents might have.
Okay.
But we teach them all their life, how to flow easily with situations so that there's no combative fighting. So the fighting's at a minimum. Mm-hmm. So usually when we get in fights, it's usually about huge things, like someone decided they no longer want any more children, and the wife still wants more children. That's a very common fight that happens between couples.
What and does it? I don't know. I was going to say, what's the resolution? I mean, I guess it's just what they decide on. It's different for everyone.
It is. It's very different.
So is there any kind of like serious dysfunction in marriages? Just, abuse or?
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
And why is that? Is that just the
because that's your
way,
soul?
Or is it because you evolved? Well,
that's your soul. Why would you abuse your own soul?
Because you yourself have issues in your...
Then you shouldn't be married.
Okay. I think all the humans are fucked up to some degree.
Oh, no. I wouldn't say that. I'd just say you're like children. You still have a lot of growing to do.
I like that better because that is the truth. That's what it's about. Learning, growing, evolving. Okay. That sounds nice. I was just going to say I want to marry a Sarsahr, but I did. I did it.
You did.
Aw. That was such a nice... This is so nice hearing about that. I kind of want more, but I really just don't know what to ask.
Well, perhaps we could do a part 2. And maybe
if we get a bunch of questions, then that will help us out. But we got a big chunk without even needing that help. Mm-hmm. That was really fun. I love the interaction of just, I'm just hanging out with a girlfriend. You think, humans still think of aliens and ETs as these big foreign things, but you're just people. You're just people. We're all people.
I just want to be married and have more children.
You sound just like a people. Okay, girlfriend. Guess I'll set you and Heather free, and I'm going to see you. Butterfly what? I know there's 2 names.
Playful Butterfly.
Playful Butterfly. Okay, Playful Butterfly. I'm going to see her. I'm going to feel her next month.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Gwenny. We really love you. This is really neat. People are going to love this. They're in love with you. You represent.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I'll leave now.
Hi. Your eyes are always like, wow. How are you? Are you okay?
A little dizzy.
I don't think she wanted to go, but I didn't know what else to talk about.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted to go either. She said she wanted to stay and keep talking, but she wanted to stay on a. She's saying she wanted to stay on a topic. So she didn't want to get off topic. She wanted to stay on the agenda, or she could have just sat here in my body and just kept talking forever.
Oh no, I kept interrupting her with my own stories. It's a conversation. Sometimes you gotta do that. That was really good though. Do you remember it? She told us a lot about what the wedding and what a marriage is like, and she told us about her specific what do you call it? Like proposal and all that stuff.
It's like a dream, and then when you bring up something, I'll remember
it
what
comes
she
back.
said.
Yeah. I'm jogging you.
Yeah. Well, real quick before we go, we have like what, 5 more weeks until the next event or something like that.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I might just a teeny tiny bit. It's okay. But you've been telling me for a while now that you're getting a vibe about like an energetic shift happening. And I don't know if it's going to happen for everybody, but you feel like something's going to change for me during that weekend. And I'm just going to get I don't know, but I feel it too. I just know something's coming, and your feels mixed with my feels. Yeah, I'm excited. Something's going to happen that weekend.
I feel like everyone who's going to the event is going to experience this shift, and I hate it when people say that the shift's happening. It's not like a big grand
it's
collective,
like a personal shift.
Yeah, it's like a personal growth kind of thing.
Right.
It's for you personally. Whatever hurdle or whatever growth you've been needing to go through, it's going to happen. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to promote or anything. No, I've really felt this, and
She's been saying this to me for a while now. That's why I put you on the spot a little bit. I wanted to share that with everyone.
Yeah, and some people are going, after this event, are going to leave Stardust because they feel they don't resonate with it anymore, or they can go on to their own path, and that's great. You know, as much as that, like, hurts a little bit, I'm like, you know, Stardust is only supposed to help you grow, and when you're ready to move on.
You planted seeds, and they're going to grow their own flowers.
Right.
But they're going to have Stardust flavor in them. I just made that up.
Right. And some people will blame me for it. They'll say, like, well, it's because Heather's this way or that way, and I don't resonate with her anymore. No, it's not. It's just you've
evolved in your own direction. And
right. That has nothing to do with me. And so I think that's going to happen we always get, like, last-minute cancels, like a month before the event. We've had some. We had 3 people cancel. And I feel like the people who are going to the event, who are going to be there, are meant to, because
they're supposed to be there. Yeah,
because the collective energy at that event, because they're going through a growth, it's going to help spur on other people's growths. Okay, if that makes sense. So that's why I think the only people that are going are the ones that are supposed to be there.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I'll be there.
And I want to do another event, but I feel like we don't space them out enough.
We've been talking about that too. Our gears are turning.
Yeah, and I want to do something different. I want to go to different places.
Me too.
Because Stardust is not just about the Sarsahr, it's about other things. And I want to go to different places. Doesn't mean the Sarsahr still can't come. You know, if we pick a place that's remote enough, they could still go out there too. And Gwyneth is confirming, saying, yep.
Aw. I should ask her, is she mad at me for cutting her off, or does she still love me?
No, she's
I do know the
absolutely
answer.
Not. She adores you. She loves everybody. She's so giggly and happy, and my cheeks hurt from her smiling too much. She says, you don't smile enough. I do. I smile just fine.
I know my cheeks hurt too. We did a lot of laughing.
She's talking about how I smirk or whatever sarcastically. So it's like, you know.
She's got your number.
She does. It's whatever. You know. Life's a joke. What? My mantra is don't take life too seriously, because it's not like you're going to make it out alive. So.
Right. Have some fun. Eat some carbs. Have the Chinese food tonight. You're macking out on tortillas.
I am going to order takeout, though.
Are you?
So, because I'm home alone today.
That's a takeout day.
It was something I wanted to tell people, and I know we're just having a conversation now. I hope people aren't bored with us. They'll probably be like, "Oh fuck," they're just talking, and then they
There
click.
they go again.
Done.
At least it's at the end this time. But wait,
Oh,
Heather has something else.
but
What?
wait, there's more. So Sam and I, some update about us is that we want to try for another child. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up is that the reason why we haven't been trying for a lot of kids is because we realized it's just him.
You can't have 17 babies. You just can't do that.
Well, I mean, you can, but it's going to be hard. But I was just, and it's not to put down anybody. This is just about me and Sam. You know, for us personally, I don't know how the other couples are doing it. I mean, if you're having more than one kid, hats off to you. You know, I don't know.
I know.
I don't know what you're doing, but hopefully it's working out great for you guys. I really do. But
I mean, I hear from Sam and Avery that it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Okay, sorry, keep going.
It is, and it is just them. And we now got Alice on a schedule. And Alice is now like at 15 pounds. You know,
Oh, you big fat baby.
She's an infant still. She's barely still able to hold up her head.
Wow, that is a little baby still, huh?
And she doesn't roll over. She's not even attempting to roll over. And the doctors don't think she's going to be able to crawl until like a couple years from now. Or a year from now.
She's lazy.
Like
just kidding.
But anyway, but she's going to be turning a year old, and we just barely got her on a good schedule. And so Sam's thinking maybe we can juggle another baby. And so I'm hoping we can, because it's already like a lot of time spent away from each other because of Alice. You know, it's not like how it used to be. Even during the event, he's not going to be able to be there all the time out in the desert. He can only come at night because he's got to take care of the baby during the day. And can't bring the baby out there. I mean, he could, but it'd be dangerous for her. And he doesn't want to put her at risk. And Sam personally has a lot of pride, and he doesn't want to rely on other people to help take care of Alice. He's
being super dad.
Yeah, and you know,
Avery wants to grow another baby too. One of us is going to make a baby that weekend. Yeah. We're going to try our best.
I mean, you can only try. But he's very prideful. He doesn't want he'll use the help of his family, but just like with humans, you're not supposed to solely rely on your family and always constantly have them watch your baby. You know, you have the responsibility yourself. Yes, it takes a village, but it's still your baby. You need to take care of it. So
I really, and as I kind of said to Gwenny, and I didn't elaborate, but that's what I was meaning too. I said, you know, kudos to Sam and Avery and any of the other people that are in these hybrid marriages, or you know what I mean. But because number one, you might know, but you don't know for sure. You know, we're all assuming that I come back as beautiful mistress, but that might be a little bit scary. But even more kudos to these men, and you know, Avery kind of corrected me. He said, I'm not raising her by myself. You know, you do come, you just don't remember. But ultimately, I spend most of my time here in this house in Texas. So for all intents and purposes, they have the bulk of it. So I have to give those men big, huge props for taking that, you know, that responsibility on to not have their wives there for the whole time.
Right, and it would be so much easier if they did, but they don't. So it is more difficult. Not that it's an impossibility, but it is harder. I mean, if anyone who is a single parent would understand how difficult it is. Yes, you have your family to help, but you're not going to constantly rely on them for, like, if you have work, then yes, obviously, someone's going to come babysit. But if not, that's just you and that baby, you know? And a lot of times, Sam and I talk when he is working, because it's like the only time we get together that we can, because Alice will be with somebody, or when she's asleep, we'll talk, you know? But usually when she's awake, we can't, you know? He'll try talking to me, but he can't really spend the energy moving my pendulum and stuff for hanging out.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, you go, daddies. We're proud of you. Grateful to you.
Right. And I think that's it. I just wanted to give that little update. And she's doing good. She's doing really great.
One day she'll roll over.
One day she'll roll over.
All right, Heather. I love you.
I love you too. You seem so tired today.
Well, okay. I can tell you what I did today.
Okay.
I went to a St. Patrick's Day festival.
Oh, obviously,
But
yeah.
I didn't have any green beer though. I was over it before I'd even started. So I'm just tired from walking around. I didn't celebrate properly.
Okay. Well,
All
anyway,
right.
if you guys want to come to an event, you guys can. It's just a big, giant sleepover. It's super casual. The only reason why we charge is so that we can cover the expense of the house and for the food and all that good
We got
stuff.
to get out there. Yep.
No, we got to get out there. So, other than that, it's just a casual get together with like-minded people, and then we do fun activities. You know, you can either choose to participate in the activities or not. I know personally, I kind of want to do something at night. I know I didn't put this in the itinerary, but I wanted to do kind of like maybe we'll go looking outside and have the Sarsahr play with their lights again on their light suits like they did last time, and a lot of people saw them running across the desert. I want to do a little game with them.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Okay.
fun.
Maybe
Anyway.
somebody's got night vision stuff. Maybe there's an app. I have no idea. Maybe there's a phone app. I don't know. Probably not.
Figure it
Okay.
out.
All right, Sissy Pants. I love you, and I'm going to talk to you later.
Okay.
It's 9:17. It's our number.
Oh yeah. All
Okay.
right.
All right. Bye.